This is how you get proper lighting. Hello people, so today I have a book haul for you, and this is meant to be a February March book haul, but because I was an idiot and forgot 4 books in my last book haul, I thought I would show you in this one. So it's actually January, February, March book haul, but not all of January. Basically, I forgot about these books because I read them and ranked on these when I was getting them together, and I didn't realise till after I'd finished uploading the video, and I thought I'll just add it to my next haul. Especially since I've actually been kind of good in February and March, and there's not a lot of book buying, and the books that I did buy sort of had a purpose. So I've been a good girl, sort of. The books I forgot to show you that I bought in January are Zombie Circus by Darren Shan, and I've read and did a review of this, and I'm slowly making my way through reviewing all of the Zombie series by Darren Shan, and I'm on to Crayons. I'm only 1 book away from reading Family, which is the latest book out, and Bride is coming out. Brides might have actually came out, but when I ordered it was the latest book out. I won't buy Bride until I'm in the midst of reading Family and I'm allowed to buy books. I think I'll probably allow myself. I've kind of got a idea to as a award system for myself, but I think I'd probably let myself buy that book out of the award system just so I can continue reviewing them, because it's a thing now. I also got more Weird Things Customers Say in Bookstores by Jen Campbell. This book wasn't as good as the first one. The charm of it kind of wore off. It was still kind of funny. I also got The Bookstore by Jen Campbell, and the funny thing is about this book, I requested it off NetGalley and I got it, but I went to archive before I could download it, so I bought it so I can read it, and I will do a review on this one. So that's what I forgot to haul. Now into what I bought in February, and you will be surprised about what a good girl I've been. How about we just start with the books that I got for free. So I got Free by Sarah Lotz. I requested this off BookBidge, and I was really happy when I saw this because it was a book that was meant to review off NetGuy, but because of life, sickness and stuff, I never got the chance to review it when I still had it. So I'm really glad to see this, and I'm really excited to review this because it sounds really cool. And I won a proof copy of All Fall Down by Ali Carr. I won this off Books with Bites Tumblr. It's cool to have a proof of this, but not so much because I've got also approval of the head chick publisher that had this on NetGalley. So I could have read this when I wanted, and I was really tempted to buy the actual finished copy, which was out already when I won this, because it comes with a free mascara. I would probably never use the mascara, but free stuff in a book, and I love that idea, and I kind of want to encourage that. Yes, give me free things with my books, but you know, it stopped me from buying a book unnecessarily, at least until I read this. I bought these 2 books for a video idea, so I don't feel guilty about it, and I bought The Apple Hobart by Sarah Moore Fidger, and if you saw my Waterstones book prize video, you kind of know my feelings on this book, and it was just okay. I wouldn't have bought this otherwise except for the video idea. So, not saying I'm never going to not buy books for the video idea if I think the video idea is decent. I also got The Strange and Beautiful Sorrow of Ava Lavender, and I like this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, I think. It might have been 5, depending on my whimsical mood. But like I said, this is a very mature YA, and I don't think a lot of people say that when they recommend it to people, because I've never seen anyone say it's very mature, and I feel like it reads very much like an adult book. So I'm actually surprised that in the UK it wasn't sold as an adult book, because that happens in UK. American YA gets sold as adult depending. There's a few examples of it. Then I bought the 3rd book and final book in the Raven Boy trilogy by Maggie C. Walter, and this is Boo Lowry, Lily Boo. I haven't read any of the books in this series, but I own them all, and I bought this book just to get my order to the amount I needed to get a discount off Waterstones, my beloved. You shouldn't do that. I do. But this is the 3rd book in a series that I've actually read and kept up with it, so it's exciting because it's signed. I didn't know it was going to be signed when I ordered it. So I'm really happy and I was really delighted because I never looked at it properly when it came. I just opened it to see what was inside it, and this makes me so happy because it's The Shadow Cabinet by Marion Johnson, and this means, because this is signed, I actually have the whole series signed by Marion Johnson because I met her at Edinburgh Book Festival. The only thing is there's going to be a fourth book at least, so I've got to track her down or track a signed copy down somehow for my series to be completely signed. Also, it's not parcelised, but as well, maybe I actually had the opportunity to meet again, I'd probably buy an ad copy and get that signed to myself, and then maybe I'd be kind and give this to you, or maybe I'd keep it because signed first editions, that's a thing to collect. And I really like this series, and I am planning to, I don't know when I'll read this, but I will read this soon-ish. Oh wait guys, I almost forgot to tell you what Hotkeys says is in this book according to the grid. I love this grid. What's in it? Ghost, mystery, chilling. Destiny. Is it my destiny? Probably not. This is a really good series. You should start it, and Marion Johnson has props because I feel like she really realistically depicts the consequences of stuff that happens in these sort of fantasy books. Contemporary fantasy. So that's all the books I bought in February. I know, I'm really good. Really good. Okay, so these are the books I bought in March, and I shouldn't buy any more, even though I'm filming this a few days before March ends. But if I buy any more books, I should just do an unboxing and tell you what a terrible self-restraint I have. So the first two books I've actually read, but I decided I wanted my own copies, especially when I was doing this Watson's book pies video, and I decided I really like these books, I should have my own copies of them, and those are Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. Brilliant book, you should read it, and it will make you so uncomfortable, but still, you should read it. I also bought Smart by Kim Slater, and I have a review of this. Like I said, it's a good book. Okay, and then it was World Book Day here in the UK, which is a confusing thing about World Book Day. It's not actually an international thing. Life is confusing. So I got Killing the Dead by Marcus Sedgwick because I like him. I think this is actually the strongest bit of writing I've read by him. I give it 5 stars. And then I've got Geek Jammer by Holly Small. I saw this for £1 and I felt I have the other books in the series and I felt I should buy this, so when I get around to reading the actual series, I should read it soon. Especially since I bought the latest book out. I'm bad. I should stop buying books before I read them, but I feel like I like them. I never won that trip to New York. I'm deeply disappointed. 2 editions of Half Bad by Sally Green. This is a signed edition. This is the special edition. This isn't as good as the other special edition. I actually have it down here, so I'll show you it, so I can just point out some of the differences. The biggest difference is it doesn't have this lovely printing thing. See, it's empty. The material of the books are quite the same though, but I've got to say this, the thing it has going, that this book's actual spine is nicer, because this is just like a plain spine and it's probably upside down. It also doesn't have the, you know, Yebin bookmarking that this book does. I won't take out because you can see that tells you that there isn't one there, which is disappointing. But they're signed. This one's signed in ballpoint pen and this one's in felt tip. Outrageous. If you actually care, on my Instagram I took photos comparing them, so you should be able to find them somewhere on my Instagram. In terms of the normal edition, it's okay. The only thing, I'm kind of disappointed that this doesn't have like an inverted colours like this one does. Like it has the back's actual front cover and then it has that. This one doesn't have that and I'm kind of disappointed. But at least the covers actually match, even if the back covers don't. Also, this was another nice little bonus for my favourite lover, Waterstones. So this came with Half Lies, which is a short story in the point of view of Gabriel's sisters. Like, it's her diary. I really liked it, and It's really nice, and I gave that 5 out of 5, and I think it was a really kind of interesting look into Gabriel's life. On an unusual note, I have some ebooks to show you. PayPal for some reason were giving me like £3 off Google Pay for some reason, and I was like, what can I use this for, because it's going to expire, I should find something to use it for. And then I realised you can buy books off Google Pay, so like, perfect. Paybooks, it's called Paybook. So I bought Dolls by Kitty Sylvan, and I seen a lot of buzz about this on Instagram, so when I saw it for like £1, I thought, okay. I also bought The Miniatures for £1.80. So if you know something I can buy off Google Pay for 20p, it's probably too late to tell me because it's probably expired. Also, like, I've never read an ebook, so I like that feature. I don't use a lot of actual proper ebooks. I think it's actual first ebooks I've ever bought. Not really bought either because they were free. I mean, I could have probably spent the money on something else like game credits, but why waste money on game credits when I can get free books to read? And while I've had a lot of buzz about The Miniatures, I'm just not completely sold on it, and Dolls, not sure about it either. So that's all the books that I have bought so far this year. I've actually hauled them all. Yay for moi. I'm probably going to be an idiot and I will discover, wait, you didn't hold this tiny little book. I could possibly tell you what that book is right now, but I never had Alicante on my spreadsheet of books. So I will see you guys next time, where hopefully it's not a book haul, unless it's a library book haul, because that's okay. So I will see you guys on Monday. Bye. So this is my wrap up for March 2015. I finished reading 8 books this month and a bit. It's not as good for me as normal, but it's understandable